Peavy.
Hey everybody. Hey everybody. There's some snacks over here, I see. So, welcome to the warehouse. If you've ever been here before, and if you're a guy, you've probably been to the bathroom, and you might have noticed some of the graffiti on the wall next to the urinal. I wanted to just point out a couple of my favorites. Somebody wrote, again, in the guy's bathroom next to the urinal, it's about here when you're, yeah, it's about here when you're standing there. Somebody wrote, I have the strongest kung fu. but their O kind of looks like an A. So it looks like it says, I have the strangest kung fu. And it's written in purple too, so that makes it even weirder. And another one that I liked a lot is somebody, probably after being shot down by a aesthetically challenged female, wrote, ugly girls are mean. As though trying to see it one day and be like, oh, that's me. But then somebody else, this is my favorite, somebody else added to the end of mean, D-E-R-I-N-G, which changes the entire word. Now it says, ugly girls are meandering, which is way more accurate. We're just kind of hanging out. A few of them here, a few of them over there just hanging out. So, I went out of town this weekend in Fort Myers. We rented a car, and we didn't know this, okay? Well, I'll tell you what happened. We're on our way to Fort Myers. It's about a 6-hour drive. And we get in, and we go to, I'm driving, and my wife is in the passenger seat. We go to turn the radio on, and it won't come on. It says, to unmute radio, passenger must buckle up. And I was like, oh, hey, buckle up so we can listen to some tunes. So she buckles up. The radio comes on. I'm on the interstate, I'm driving. I want to get there quick. I don't want to make this like a 4.5-hour drive. So I start hitting the gas. I get up to 75, and this little thing comes on. It's a Ford Focus. It's like a new Ford Focus. This little thing comes on the little dash screen. It says, ding, 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 ding. Vehicle is almost at maximum speed. And I'm like, what? 75? So every mile an hour I went over that, ding, 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 vehicle is almost at maximum speed, 76, 77, it gets to 80, boop, 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 vehicle's at maximum speed. Like it's, it was just set there on the screen. I'm going, what is this? And then she's trying to turn it, she's like, well, we'll just listen to some radio. She turns the radio up, it's got like 30 notches. It gets to 14 and goes, vehicle is at maximum volume. We're like, what the hell is this? We can't go over 80, we can't listen to the radio. So we took it back, we went back, and I said, yeah, can I get a car that's not my mom? Plug in your seatbelts, kids, turn the radio down, don't go over 80. Turned out it was like one of the keys. The other key was fine. It was just I just wanted to share that with you in case that happens to you. You rent a car. That actually happened. My favorite cartoon growing up was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Anybody else? Anybody feel that? Yeah. I thought about it the other day. Facebook asked me if I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I was like, hell yeah, I do. But it got me thinking about it as an adult, and it's not very probably never happened. Trying to think about it. Well, it's 4 mutant Ninja Turtles talking, mutant Ninja Turtles and a rat. That's not very likely. 1 maybe, but not 4. But so I was thinking like, well, what about April O'Neil, right? April O'Neil, she was a human. She could exist. But she was a TV news reporter that knew 4 talking mutant Ninja Turtles and a rat and chose not to report on them. That's not very likely. So, okay, what about Shredder? Shredder was a human being, right? He could exist. Wrong, okay? He was a ninja master with an army of robot ninjas. That's not very, like, in a suit of blades. No, sorry. But then I got to Casey Jones, right? The guy with the hockey mask with all the all the the sports equipment thing that he found on his back. And he probably exists when you think about it. If you go to New York right now and you go to like Central Park, there's probably a homeless guy, and all of Mutant Ninja Turtles is like a delusion of his, and he's like seeing mutant turtles and ninja robots, and he's like slashing away at the bushes, going cowabunga. And that's probably true, and it gives me some kind of peace of mind to know that something of my childhood exists in something like fashion. What do you think about it? Also, elephants. I worry about elephants. Right? Well, okay, let me back up. So I was watching Animal Planet, and it told me all about elephants. I watched this like 4-hour special on elephants. It told me everything there was to know. You guys know that elephants are the symbol for intelligence in China? Did you know that? They symbolize intelligence in China, elephants. You draw an elephant, Chinese people go, right, intelligence, I get it. They also said at the beginning of the program that elephants' brains are about the size of an orange. Didn't know that? They're huge, and their brains are the size of an orange. They also said that elephants have such a tight herd, you know, they're so tight together that if one of them dies, all the other elephants will pay tribute to him. They'll stand around his corpse and just stand there and memorialize and pay tribute to their fallen member. Did you know that? You didn't know that. I didn't know that. I was watching this thing. They're telling me elephants are these epically intelligent, just on some next level, just philosophical creatures, right? And they stand around their fallen member and pay tribute to him like a funeral, just like we do. But I'm going the whole time. I'm like, but at the beginning of the special, you said their brains are the size of an orange. So more than likely, they're really just going, "Hey, Steve, wake up! Steve, no, we're not sleeping. We're rolling. It's everybody's ready to go. Everybody's got their trunks ready to go." Sorry, I almost didn't say the trunks part, but you guys are better than that. You deserve better. Okay, I feel like, and maybe you guys have thought of this too, the carrot was probably really upset at the orange for picking that name. Okay, here's where I'm coming from. They're all standing in line, all the fruits and veggies, taking their names, right? And that's probably what happened. And the orange gets up there. And I imagine the celery is the one he's taking dictation because he's the most studious. And orange goes, I don't know, orange. Celery writes it down. But the carrot, who hasn't picked his name yet, he's further back in line going, "Are you serious?" And orange is like, what's the problem, man? The carrot's like, "Well, I'm orange too, man. I mean, what am I gonna be? Like, if you're orange, okay, am I tall orange? Am I skinny orange?" And the orange is like, "I guess, yeah, you can be skinny orange, it's fine." But then the poor pumpkin, right? The pumpkin hasn't picked his name either. He's going, "You guys are jerks." And the orange is like, "Well, now what? What's the deal, man?" The pumpkin's like, "Well, if you're orange and he's skinny orange, that makes me fat orange. And I don't really like that." He's sensitive. And the orange is like, "Oh man, okay, I didn't mean for this to happen. You could be, off the top of my head, how about pumpkin? You can be pumpkin. How's that?" And the pumpkin's like, "Sure. Yeah. Nothing quite says fat orange quite like the word pumpkin." And the pumpkin, or the orange is like, "Okay, I didn't mean for this to happen. All right, everything that's like me and that's orange can have its own name. Carrot, pumpkin, tangerine, clementine, whatever, it's fine." All right, next in line is the apple. Okay, the apple gets up there and he's like, "Thought about this long and hard. And I'm gonna go with apple, something original, right?" Celery's like, "Sweet, sounds good, apple." Apple's like, "All right," walks away. Next up is the frat brother of the fruits and veggies world. He's got his Greek letters on. He's got his blowout hairdo. You know what I'm talking about? The pineapple. The pineapple was the one who said. That's what she said. The pineapple goes. Yeah, we'll go with pineapple. The apple goes, hold on. Pineapple? Really? The pineapple's like, yeah, you know, I kind of look like a pine cone, right? And the apple's like, okay, granted, but how do I fit into that? How am I, what's up? And the pineapple starts going, what are you trying to say there, Pipsqueak? You're trying to say I'm not imaginative? Imaginative? He has trouble with that word. And just then, the apple's getting into an argument with the pineapple. And to the apple's side comes the asparagus. He's like, whoa, what's going on here? Apple's like, I got this, Gus, back off. But the pineapple has all his brothers start surrounding the apple, right? The apple gets a little scared. And all of a sudden the pineapple's like, hey, look, he pissed himself. The apple pissed himself. And the apple's like, it's just apple juice. It's just apple juice. It's not me. So that's why the apple hates the pineapple. Now you know. Okay, I got one more. I'm gonna leave you guys on this. Folks, a family goes in to see this agent, this talent agent, and this whole family, mom, dad, 8-year-old daughter, and 6-year-old son. And they go, hey, we got an act we want to do. This is kind of my take on the Aristocrats joke, if you're familiar. We got an act we want to do. And the talent agent's like, well, you've come to the right place. I'm a talent agent. That is my job. What do you got? So the dad says, all right, here's what we do. We come out on stage. I come out on stage first. I'm dressed all red, white, and blue. I have a red, white, and blue bag. I come out, I set it down. I pull out of that bag a boombox. I set it down, I hit play. America the Beautiful starts playing. Next, I pull out of my bag 3 bowling pins. I take the first one, right? And I start juggling them. Juggling these bowling pins. Then, my wife comes out, and she's wearing nothing but the nicest red, white, blue dress you've ever seen. She comes up to me, gets down on her hands and knees, pulls out a piece of chalk and starts drawing on the stage. Then my 8-year-old daughter comes out. Okay, now stay with me here. She gets over in front of me, turns around, bends over, tosses a pebble, starts playing hopscotch. My wife is drawing a hopscotch board on stage. I'm still juggling, by the way. America the Beautiful playing, juggling, red, white, and blue. Then my son comes out. Now, pay attention. Here's where it gets. Okay, my son, he comes over to my wife. He lifts up her Tupperware top and pulls out cookies and starts throwing them to the audience. Cookies they just made. Fresh baked cookies, free cookies for the audience. Juggling, hopscotch, free cookies, America the Beautiful. What do you think? The agent goes, well, I gotta say, it's not where I thought you were going with that, but I like it. Family oriented, very beautiful, very nice. What do you call it? What do you call your act, by the way? Dad says, oh, right. The name of the act. Almost forgot the most important part. We're the bloody, fucking, piss-filled cunt lip scabs.